Hi Gemini, and welcome back to Pure Guidance. Let's go ahead and take a look at your January reading for 2023, as well as the Capricorn season. So we'll be coming back to these two decks a little bit later in the reading. One will be for affirmations, and the other one will be a summary of the energy for your next month. All right, so again, welcome back. The plan was not to take this long to post a video, but life happens, and that's what I've been telling all the signs so far, is that, I'm just happy to be back and to be here and doing this reading for you. So let's get started, and as always, I've already shuffled all the decks beforehand and focusing in on your energy for January. Let's see what kind of the new year holds and the season holds. Justice. Okay. I usually don't read cards reversed, but this was pretty prominent. It came out as reversed, so we will keep it here. And this is the card of Justice. Okay, so let's take in the energy here, and you know what, let's keep going through. Let's keep going through and we'll circle in. So Justice, normally it is, oof, okay, so in this case, it feels more so like something that was supposed to happen, the way it was supposed to happen, excuse me, did not happen that way, and perhaps it was a little unfair to you. Of course, it could also be just that you're dealing with a Libra, and the way they handled the situation was also just very unfair to you. And you felt like you were maybe betrayed, or this friend should have stuck by you and didn't stick by you, and that's just, you didn't feel good. And so, let's see what else we have here for you, Gemini. Five of Swords energy. So there are stressors that you perhaps have been dealing with for a while, and we're hoping for some form of momentum forward from, and January perhaps may be the month for you, for that to come through and to happen. There's also, we have the Chariot, the Knight of Swords, the Three of Pentacles, and then the Page of Swords. And the messages that I'm seeing here for you are, if literally things did not work out with Libra or any other air sign, that could be Gemini, Aquarius, then the one that it will work out with might be a water sign, such as Cancer or Pisces, Scorpio. If not, then the reading's just indicating, again, this is generalized reading, right? So I do have to give you the different kind of messages that I'm seeing here. There is forward movement away from that perhaps betrayal or the hardships that you may have faced or are facing right now. This could be December going into Jan, where something just wasn't fair, and that really hit you. And you're a Gemini, so of course you're like, oh my god, that's just not fair, that's not cool. But that's fine, because the other thing about you is you are an air sign, and you do know how to deal with things well, and you will move forward. You have that energy, you have the Knight of Swords that's leading you towards building, perhaps for some rebuilding of what may have been broken initially. And you're very good at that. You're very good at highlighting your positive aspects. You're really good at building, rebuilding, or shaping up of what it is that perhaps may have come down. And you're working on it, and you're perhaps even making contacts, making the right contacts to get yourself there. There's a lot of talk in the air. Could be that, there's that overlapping air energy that is here, so you're very much, it feels like, in your element to address that. And you could consider, if you haven't already, talking to someone who may have always been there for you. This could be someone you perhaps look up to, look forward to for advice. For some, it could literally be, the pastor, someone who can give you that higher wisdom or the knowledge. For others, it could be just listening to your higher self and then leading yourself forward from there in order to go where you want. But there is definitely, it's someone you already know, okay? who's able to kind of lead you forward, give you that advice if needed, or at least just recenter you because of the frustration you may have kind of gone through in the early stages going into the next month. And of course, there is that focus a little bit. Okay, it's not heavy. I don't sense it's heavy. It's more so you're dealing with things, but there is a little bit of focus on relationships. If you're looking for kind of a love reading, energy scope or whatnot, I do see a bit more focus on that mid-January towards the end of January, actually. Initially, it's more so deal, getting things out of your way, which we're kind of blocking that forward movement in other aspects of your life, which is great. You're taking care of certain things, and then having moved past them, now you can kind of focus on this, which is providing more and more stability towards relationship sector of your life, and perhaps partnership for some. For others of you, it may be a time where someone from your past is revisiting. Could very well be an earth sign, could be a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, of course. And anyhow, having said that, there is that rebuilding of perhaps a previously lost relationship or friendship or partnership, and coming into it from a place of we can make it better, and we can make it better now. They perhaps may have something to offer to you, and it looks like we end off on being a little, not being unsure, but it's all up in the air, and it's not really concrete even towards the end of January, and that's just how it is, you know. Certain things take time. Time heals pain, heals problems, sometimes even offers solutions. With time, we understand certain things, and so although it's a little inconclusive as to where things are going to go, how are you going to say yes? Are you going to say no? But certainly someone will be approaching you with a certain offer right here towards the end of January. We have the Queen of Pentacles coupled with the Five of Wands. So there is that unsurety of which way the decision's going to go. Okay, let's take a look at under the deck here for you, Gemini. We have the King of Cups. Okay. Nine of Cups. Judgment. And the Knight of Wands. So under the deck cards kind of go with the whole what's actually going on the inside, or what are we not seeing, what are we not addressing, that kind of. So it kind of looks like you're trying to make some sort of a decision, and this could be towards something you hold close to your heart. It could be an idea, a dream, a wish, a person, a relationship, and you've been meaning to say, this is what I want, this is how I want it to be, or how I want things to go, but perhaps you just haven't acted on it, but you do want to. It's just there's some other stuff that is clearly taking up your mental space, and even otherwise physically in life, you know, you are kind of dealing with other things. But, you know, if you're not a Gemini, if you're just reading in kind of to see what's going on with them and why they may not be replying to you, not addressing what you're asking them to address, or, you know, you wanted an answer to something and they haven't really given you an answer, you haven't moved forward, what's going on? Well, clearly they're dealing with some other stuff. So give them time, because they do know that you perhaps are wanting an answer or whatnot. They're aware. Okay, Geminis are very much aware of their surroundings and what's going on. They're very together. So as you can see, they're very much aware. They just haven't made a decision. They do know what they want, which is good. So if you are the Gemini listening in, then you know what you want. You just haven't said and told them what it is, and you will eventually. Perhaps this waiting that may be happening for the other party might actually lead them to making you an even better offer towards the end of January. So that's kind of also what we're seeing here, is that it's okay. The way things are going is okay. You're addressing what needs to be addressed, and you're gonna have an even better outcome towards the end. So what a lovely start to the new year, right? Okay, let's get in on an overall energy summary here. And this is the Enchanted Map Oracle cards that I'm using. Ooh, okay, okay. So we have goblins and coming to life, but there were 2 other cards, okay? So clearly there's a lot happening in your reading, and that's why it's not a one summary card, it's multiple. So goblins, coming to life, compass and move. Okay, compass and movement. So yeah, it is a good summary. So really, initially there is that little bit of things are happening that others may not know about because you're dealing with it on your own and you're trying to, you know, problem solve, and that's cool. And as you are doing that, there are things that are automatically on their own coming to life for you, which is amazing, right? They are taking form in one way or another. Then we have the compass and movement. So clearly we are moving forward and moving past the current problems or issues that may be present. But you are going somewhere with it, and there is movement. Again, the compass and movement, the whole direction that you decide and choose to take, this is going to be towards end of Jan for many of you, not all. Again, it's a general reading, may happen sooner than later for some of you. So the decision making does happen, end of cap season, hopefully. And perhaps you're finding a new direction to take things towards. So hopefully that was helpful. Yes, a lot of it is a little bit of in your mind, problem solving that I see here happening for you. And let's see which affirmations will be good for you or help you through this perhaps somewhat challenging, not really. Clearly you know what's going on and how you're going to kind of deal with it, right? Quest. Be bold and mighty forces will aid you. Take action, good luck favors the brave. How gorgeous is that? And you're riding, you're flying high. You know, there is that peace. All right, so quest, let me read out the affirmations and we'll close out the reading here. Today, I will start a new journey. I will not wait until everything is just right. I know there will always be challenges, obstacles, and imperfect conditions. So what? I will get started now. With each step, I will grow stronger, more skilled, and more confident. I'll take a risk and I will succeed. I think that's your summary card right there. I mean, there's a lot happening, but whatever you want to do now. When time comes, when you got to make a decision, you know you will. You got this, Gemini. So here's wishing you all the very best, a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Take care. Oh, and for those of you wondering if I'm doing personal readings, I am not. I'm sorry. Just don't have the time and space to provide that for you. But hopefully this was helpful. And I'll see you next time. Bye.